When we think about life goals which need patience and they're challenging, these thoughts usually revolve around jobs and skills, but there is one more part in our lives which has the same requirements, and that is to build a healthy relationship. However, some relationships are just too toxic for us to handle, and we might feel overwhelmed by all the issues we face almost on a daily basis. Of course, we first have to realize we're a part of a toxic relationship, and one of the first signs is anger. When your partner is angry and constantly yells at you, sometimes is a sign of emotional manipulation. Partners or spouses try to control emotions through anger every now and then in order to get what they want, because they know you don't want to argue with them, keep you under their control, and as a result, they make decisions for both of you. In addition, lack of support and empathy are common signs as well. When we're a part of a relationship, we usually choose our companion to share the things we're going through, but there are times you might feel you deal with your problems on your own without any help whatsoever. Empathy brings people together, and it's a powerful force that creates strong relationships. If there is little to no empathy in a relationship, you will constantly have that feeling that something is always missing between you and your partner. Also, when your partner is too dependent or independent is another sign of a toxic relationship. We all want to spend time with the person we love, but occasionally we need to spend some time alone as well. You and your partner are two different human beings with different connections and probably hobbies. If you get too close or too far from each other, you're probably going to lose what you have been building this entire time. Sometimes couples act as one person, which might not seem toxic at first, but after several months or years, the relationship will gradually become one, and the people you used to hang out with will not appreciate that you don't spend at least a portion of your time with them. Another sign of a toxic relationship is when you give more than what you get. We usually try to stay committed to our partner, but there are times we put a huge amount of effort, which plays a negative impact on a healthy relationship. Givers have their backs against the wall on this one, because the other person presumes you are the one who has to give almost everything into your relationship and receive little to nothing. In addition, a change of priorities between couples might turn a healthy relationship to turbulent and toxic. If one of you recently found a new job, moved to a new house, or a new member has joined the family, it might be difficult to adapt to these huge changes and eventually become more aggressive until you get used to the new way of living. And last but not least, emotional exhaustion. Feeling drained is a tricky emotion because it may derive from various factors. You might hate your job, feel overburdened, be financially unstable, or dealing with a situation which has nothing to do with your partner. It could be one of these or all of them. If you find the reason you feel constantly tired, it is a good start to understand why you feel drained on a daily basis. And yes, there is a chance you might find out your partner is the main cause of your exhaustion after all. But in case you have no idea what to do while you process this, you can ask yourself one single question. Which is the first feeling that comes to your mind when you spend time with your partner? Give yourself an honest answer and do it calmly. Fortunately, toxic relationships can be fixed under the proper circumstances, especially when there is true love between two people. Keep in mind that this whole situation might be a phase of a toxic season or a huge misunderstanding which could be solved even with a few conversations. Like we've said, time is wise, and sooner or later it will show you the way. If you think your relationship is something worth fighting for, then you can always give it a second chance. But if you think you've tried enough and you can't do anything else, you might have to walk away after all. Of course, you can always take a break and spend some time alone in order to collect your thoughts. Confusion is a nasty feeling, and sometimes we don't know what we clearly want in the first place. There are a few more signs we didn't mention, like jealousy and belittling, because they could be analyzed into another whole video, so if you want a part 2, let me know in the comments below. If you're in a toxic relationship, which of these signs have you noticed? Do you want to let go, or are you willing to start over and give it a second chance? If you found this video helpful, share, like and subscribe for more content, and if you want to share your own story, your own thoughts, you can post in the comment section, email me, or PM me on Instagram. I was Satiris, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.